Hi, George here. And today I wanted to do something a little bit different here. I want to talk about how the media is often using photo editing to basically lie to us. This image here is just one recent example of this. I'll be talking more about this in just a little bit. But the media lying to us goes way back, right back to the beginning of photography. Let me bring up one example here. This goes way back to the beginning of the Soviet Union. And up here we have Lenin speaking. And down here we have Trotsky. But when Stalin came in, Trotsky was out of favor. So during Stalin's time, they went back and removed Trotsky out of this image. Media, in this case, the state media of Russia, went in and altered things to basically lie to people. Now this continues. This goes back to the whole OJ Simpson thing. And we have two magazines here, Newsweek and Time magazine. Now the image here on Newsweek, this is just about correct for OJ Simpson's coloration. And I think it's a pretty fair image for that. But look at the one on the right-hand side, Time magazine, and see what they have done here to this image to make it a much, much darker image. Actually puts in a bit of a beard almost in here, really darkens the whole picture down along with this really dark frame out here. So they've really pushed the image to make him appear much more of a dangerous person for this Time magazine cover. Instead of giving you the actual photograph over here, they've manipulated it to give it a whole different feel. And again, this happens all the time with media. Let me show you another example. Here's one from TV Guide quite a few years ago, talking about Oprah being the richest woman on TV. And instead of taking a picture of Oprah, what do? They took her head and took her head on a photograph of Anne Margaret. Again, just blatant lying here on this imagery. So when the media steps in and begins using these photo editing techniques to give us a different impression of something, that's when it crosses over that moral line and we're then being lied to by the media. And again, it's happening all the time. Here's another example from back in 1982, and this is on National Geographic. Here's the original picture, a nice shot of some camels riding in front of the pyramids, but it's a horizontal picture and National Geo has a vertical format. And what they did was they took the pyramid back here and moved it over to the right side and enlarged it a little bit to give them this shot here. So this pyramid actually wouldn't even be visible. You maybe see just a little bit of the edge right down here. So they move the top. Now, not really a serious breach of ethics, except that this is National Geographic, and we expect them to be showing us real, true, honest imagery. In this case, they didn't. They actually faked this image. Let's look at a more recent example in here. Here's a picture that was floating around during the Bush administration. And notice that he has this children's book upside down. And the media were making a lot of fun of Bush over this one particular shot. Unfortunately, once again, this is a faked image. I still hear people mention this about how Bush couldn't even hold a book upright. But again, this is a fake. The real shot is right here. And notice that the book is correct. What somebody did was use Photoshop and just flipped the cover over. Easy enough to do. I could do that very easily here. But again, fake media. Let me show you another more recent example. Here's a picture that was making the rounds a little while ago. It's Trump talking to Putin. I forgot which news story this was with, but unfortunately, again, it's a faked image. A well done fake, but a fake nonetheless. Let me show you the actual picture. And that's right here. This is from Getty Images, and it's United Kingdom. They've left their seat for whatever reason. They took this picture and then added in Putin on top of that picture, and it was a standard news shot. I saw that one around. Let me show you another example. Here's a good example of the media choosing which picture to use. This is the actual same shot. Two different photographers, same picture. Notice at this angle, Prince of England is making an obscene gesture. If you go to this angle here, same shot, took at the same time. Notice that he's holding up three fingers. It's just from the side, it looks like he's not. From the correct forward angle, you see that this is three fingers. I'll let you guess which picture was used by the media. So we're back to this again. This was pretty widely shown. And all the discussion was about how Trump dishonored the Pope and did a major faux pas by wearing a medium blue suit instead of a dark blue suit, or more preferably a black suit. And the comments were that Trump was the only person to show up in blue. Unfortunately, again, this is a media lie. I have another shot here giving a much better rendition of the actual coloration of the suit. Much, much darker than they made this out to be. Let me bring up that first shot. There it is. Let's compare these now, side by side. This image over here is from the AP, and I consider this accurate. And you can see how much they've lightened up and added saturation into the blue here to make it look like a much lighter blue jacket. Basically, again, the media lying to us on this one. Let me show you another picture. One of the comments I've heard was that Trump was the only person there in a blue suit. Looks like that's the case here. Looks like that's the case over in here. I don't see any blue suits in here anywhere. Let's take a look at a wider angle shot on this. And that's this one. And notice here, there's a blue suit. Here's a blue suit. Here's a blue suit. There's a blue suit. Blue suit here, blue suit here, blue suit here. You get my point. So Trump wasn't the only person wearing a blue suit. Let's do one quick check on that picture, see how real it is. There's a website here which goes through and can take a look at a picture and will look for discrepancies in the image and make a decision whether or not it's a fake image. Let's test this out with one of my own pictures. This is a project I did here on YouTube. It's on the old channel, but it was still done here on YouTube. I did this in Photoshop Elements. I took out a photographer over here on the right-hand side and put this person in, and it changes the look of the picture. Let's go ahead. We'll scan this now to see if this comes up as being a fake or a real picture. Scan now. I'll put the link for that project in the description in case you're curious about that one. But here you go. It spotted that computer-generated or modified image. Looks good to my eye, but the algorithm can spot that. Let's go ahead and check that blue suit picture. And it's right here. I'll open this one up. Let it scan this picture and see what it says. Scan now. It's going to go through the process. It's actually faster that time, and it looks like it's a computer-generated or modified image. Again, it spotted this one faster than it spotted my picture. And I think that says a lot for this. It's pretty easy to spot with an algorithm that this image over here, this part of this has been lightened up and the saturation increased to make it look like it's a medium blue suit as opposed to a dark blue suit. There's no real easy way to fight this kind of thing. The media is going to be doing this. They always have. They always will. But you just need to be more vigilant about this. If you see something that is getting too much press attention, I think that's one of the real big clues. Are the media talking a lot about the photograph? Then there's a very good chance that the photograph either has been carefully positioned or it's a fake photograph, or they chose a specific photograph where a different photograph shows you a different view completely. And if you enjoyed this video, this walk through some of these things that the media has tried to fool us with, if so, just leave me a comment. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. That does help my channel a lot. Also, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next time.